and going almost as far back, all the way to early February, where I made a risky call on the farm. I decided to have some work done on the farm and not tell Erik about it. You see, we had a huge need on our farm. We needed new ground to plant our Christmas trees in. And the best ground is ground that's not being used for anything, aka the small strip of land between our two wooded peninsulas, also called Honey Hole. Now, Honey Hole was notoriously overgrown with white pines, Scotch pines, all sorts of scrub bushes, and plenty of deer and turkeys. It was not good ground for growing hay, and it had always been left void. So it was the perfect candidate to do our next tree crop rotation. However, I'd have to go through and clear everything out, or rather, hire it all out. And way back in October, I made the call to schedule a cleanout service for February. And they arrived, and wow, did they clean it out.
Crazy, isn't it? Alright, so take a turn and park it over on the side over there. Alright, listen. It's a windy day.
Why is that one tree still right there?
Alright, so we're gonna go look at that. Alright, so today we are going to be getting ready to plant some Christmas trees. We have 1,700 trees that we have to plant this year.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
Are we gonna be walking down here, or are we gonna be taking kids down?
We might end up just doing a trailer and hauling them down with a trailer. I'm not sure, because it is a little bit of a hike, and a trailer would be a lot more fun.
So why is this tree still sitting?
So the weather's finally cleared up. This is the first nice spread of weather we've had, but we have a huge issue because I have 2 sets of kids coming in this week to plant trees, and we have not even begun getting anything ready except for all of this. Fun fact, your dad doesn't even know we did this. He has no idea that this whole thing's been cleared out. This was filled with trees.
Like, why is this tree still here?
Why do you think that tree is still here? Why isn't it an experiment?
Huh?
Why is it an experiment?
This is like a little tipsy in that.
Yeah, so this is the tree that we did a test run on. So we did a test. It's a throwback to the old 1950s method of growing Christmas trees, where they would cut the tree about 12 inches off the ground and leave a couple lower branches. Then they would select one lower branch and they would swing it up, stake it, and it would become a new tree. So this branch was probably about this tall when I first started, and we cut the whole tree off, and then we pulled this branch up, and this actually took about 2 years. The first time I tried it, my post wasn't strong enough and it fell over. Actually, hopefully we don't dig anything up back here because we buried a lot of dogs back here. Mommy, why is there a dog tooth in this hole? So anyway, so this is our experiment. It doesn't look like a big bushy tree, but this is a Scotch pine. It has not been groomed. It's just growing up into a new tree.
I don't think Dad would be very happy. Where's that?
I don't know, something back there.
It was over there.
Oh, it was over there? Maybe that's the turkeys over there. Maybe it's a boogeyman. No? What is a boogeyman?
Boogeyman is like someone in your closet.
Someone in your closet?
Oh, no.
That would be Mom hiding in the closet.
No, Mom hiding. No, you would be under a bed.
Yeah, I would be under a bed.
All right, so a little bit of backstory here. Years ago, when the kids were little, Erik's daughter was, maybe about 15, and his son was probably about 11, right about Aaron's age. So his daughter slept on the bottom bunk, and his son slept on the top bunk, and one day, I decided I was going to be extra sneaky and I hid underneath her bed. So when she came in and decided to crawl into bed, she hung her leg over the side. Now, his son Ian was already in bed and didn't realize that I had snuck in underneath it. So when I grabbed her leg and started trying to haul her back underneath the bed, well, the screams that erupted out of her mouth were nothing short of absolutely spectacular. At which point, screams started erupting out of his son's mouth on the top bunk because his sister was screaming. And then after a while, they figured out it was me pulling her underneath the bed, and they weren't so happy about it. But it was worth the 15 minutes I waited under there, just waiting for that leg to hang over the side.
All right, so this whole area is going to be filled with Christmas trees. I have no idea how many we can fit back here, so we are going to figure that out today.
Is it gonna rain?
Nope, it's supposed to be all done raining. It's just going to be windy. Perfect time to come out and mark holes. So the only concern I have back here is the fact that it is so wet. You can see we have a lot of standing puddles. Yeah, so the water table is really low here. However, we had the same issue years ago when we first began planting trees. We would dig a hole and it would fill with water. So the trees survived, so I feel like these trees will survive too, hopefully. All right, well, we're gonna start stringing out the lines and see what we can do. Good. I want you to take this line and string it all the way down there. Hopefully this will stretch over the end of this. Maybe not.
It's sprinkling. Are you sure it's not gonna rain?
No, I'm not sure. It's not supposed to rain, but you never know. Pull it nice and tight. There you go.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, good morning. My name is Lynn. We recently mailed you some details about new Medicare benefits. Have you received them yet?
I have not.
That's all right. That's the reason I am calling you. The new Medicare benefits in your area are now offering improved dental, vision, and hearing with cash back of up to $200. I believe you have both Part A and B of Medicare, right?
No, I do not. That looks pretty good. But yeah, they keep calling. Okay, hold it tight right there. Go that way just a little bit. A little bit more. Right there. Yes, that'll be good. Because the wood's changed direction. Okay, watch your feet. And then we're going to... Okay. All right. So we have our first line. We are going to, first of all, mark our rows, I guess. Yep. Right there. All right. Hold it right there. Just hold it straight. Oops. So this goes 200 feet. Don't swing it, Aaron. What are you doing? This is a measuring tool, not a jump rope. Hold on to it. There. All right, so now we're going to count off every 7 feet and see how many rows we have. All right, so we have about 20 rows going from here down to that little tree. These are every 6 feet. So here's 1, 6, 11, 12. All right, so we had like 2 more spots to go. Ran out of marking paint. Ran out of energy. But we got, it's about 250 holes marked out in about 2 hours. That's what I said, yeah, it's about gone. All right, so he's receiving payment in the form of McDonald's today, so off to go get some lunch. All right, we're gonna be putting the power planter to work. Now this exact power planter drill module is no longer available on the website, but I'll have a link to a similar one in the video description. The power planter, this is the drill bit is the actual power planter system. So this is their proprietary, specially designed drill, and this thing cuts through clay, has better than even our tractor PTO auger. So I definitely recommend this for everything. And this is all we use now for planting Christmas trees. We have 1,700 Christmas trees to do this year, and we are using only the power planter. Yeah, I forgot. This thing likes to bite really good. It bites so hard it'll just drag it down and bog it down. So you have to really feather it, and I totally forgot about that. You actually have to pull it back a little bit because it just wants to bite. There we go. These are about the right size, I think. I think I can do like 100 holes an hour, if I remember correctly, depending on the soil. What's that? What do you mean?
It looks like a park back there.
Oh, you mean like a nice place to plant Christmas trees?
You must have hired someone with a mulcher to come out there and clean it up.
No, I hired some beavers to come out there and chew it up.
No. How did you find someone with a mulcher?
Reached out way back in, I think October.
I was like, what the heck? Suzanne's undercover, like...
Covert Christmas tree operations.
Nice.
I'm good, I'm glad.
This year I tried something new. I had 2 different groups of kids coming out voluntarily to come learn about Christmas trees and plant several rows. The first group to arrive were the Girl Scouts, a local troop here in Cedar Springs, and they weren't quite excited about getting to work, but they got it done, and they really enjoyed the hayride going down there. The next group was our local 4-H group, my son's 4-H group, and they really knocked some rows out. They got a lot of trees planted. Altogether, we had approximately 300 trees between the 2 groups. That meant we still had about 1,400 more trees to do ourselves. But it was fun having everybody out and getting them excited about Christmas trees, even if it was still a ways down the road.
So we counted out the trees. We've got 500 trees that we've planted this year. So this is 500 trees. All right, so I'm gonna go through and I'm going to drill the holes. Aaron's gonna go through and he's gonna put the mushroom powder in the holes. And then we're gonna tag team where he's gonna put the trees in the holes and then I'm gonna bury them in. So I had earmarked yesterday to plant trees, but tomorrow is gonna be hay season as far as grabbing fertilizer and putting it on the fields. So that's gonna be my project for tomorrow. So I need to get twice as much done today.